Let's talk about 18 astronomy facts that you never knew. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Now let's get started with this video. 1. The sun is bigger than you can even imagine. When you look up at the sky and see the sun beaming down at you, it's hard to tell how truly big it is. So consider this. About 1 million duplicates of Earth could comfortably fit inside of it, according to NASA. And if the sun didn't supply our main energy, we'd be shivering in the dark. Its core releases energy that is the equivalent of 100 billion nuclear bombs. 2. Hot ice is a thing. About 33 light-years away is an exoplanet called Gliese 436b. The planet is composed of different water elements, which form burning ice. In other words, the ice on the planet remains solid due to pressure, while the extreme surface temperature of 570 degrees Fahrenheit, 300 degrees Celsius, superheats the water, causing it to come off as steam. Imagine putting ice in your coffee to heat it up. 3. Walking in space might cause you to crave a steak. Astronauts returning from a spacewalk have noted the aroma of various odors on their spacesuits ranging from metal to a charcoal broiled steak. That's due to polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, which are byproducts of dying stars. PAHs are also released from burning coal, wood, gasoline, and, you guessed it, charcoal broiled meat. 4. There's a lot of trash out there. There may be a lot of garbage filling up our landfills on Earth, but there are over 1 million pieces of trash orbiting the Earth, too. Currently, there's no great way to clean up space, but scientists are focusing on solutions. 5. Uranus is quirky. As the only planet that rotates on its side, Uranus has scientists baffled. Some theories include that the planet's orientation may have been altered at some point by a titanic collision with an asteroid or another planet. Either way, it's the solar system oddball when it comes to planet rotations. But then, space is weird. 6. Lose weight by planet hopping. If you're, say, 140 pounds, did you know you would be about 53 pounds on Mercury? Without getting caught up in complicated math, the reason behind the swift weight change is the planet's gravitational field. This is because your mass is constant across the universe, while your weight measurement changes depending on the force of gravity wherever you are, and gravity changes from planet to planet. Since Mercury's gravitational field is less than Earth's, you'd weigh less. If the gravitational field is more than the Earth's, you'd, of course, weigh more. 7. Move over, moon rocks. You don't have to go all the ways to Mars to get a souvenir from space. When meteorites were tested on Earth from the Sahara Desert and Antarctica, it was revealed that some rocks come from Mars. 8. Poor Pluto. Pluto was unceremoniously kicked off the team of full-sized planets we consider part of our solar system. Pluto lost its status due to being just half the width of the United States, way smaller than any of the other planets sharing the same status in the solar system. 9. A long trip. The last time our solar system was in its current position around the Milky Way, the earliest dinosaurs were first roaming the Earth. That's because it takes a whopping 230 million years for our solar system to complete one single orbit around the Milky Way. That really puts that long day feeling into perspective. 10. Earth is slowing down. In the days of the dinosaur, a day was only 23 hours long. That's due to the slowing of the Earth's rotation each century by roughly 2 milliseconds. In 1820, the Earth's rotation was 24 hours on the dot, notes NASA. Now, the Earth's rotation is off by 2.5 milliseconds. We can't blame our poor old Earth. We all slow down a bit as we age. We'll take it if it means 2 more seconds of daylight in winter. 11. Optical illusion. The sun and moon may look fairly similar in size when you look at the sky, but don't let your eyes fool you. Not only does the sun actually dwarf the moon in size, it's 400 times larger, it's also 400 times further away from Earth than the moon. That distance gives the sun the illusion of appearing moon size. 12. Daytime moon sighting. Depending on the moon's position above the horizon and how it coincides with the sun's position, you should be able to see the moon during the daytime. In fact, it's actually pretty common. The only time you wouldn't be able to see the moon is when it's a new moon, meaning the lit side of the moon is facing away from the Earth. 13. Solar system maps are wrong. If a map of the solar system was created to scale, it would be way too big to hang. Using a single pixel to represent the moon, designer and developer Josh Worth created what he calls a tediously accurate scale model of the solar system. You're probably better off going with the textbook version that makes the planets appear a wee bit closer if you want something to hang on your wall. 14. Polaris. Polaris, our North Star, isn't leaving us anytime soon, at least not for another 12,000 years. But when it does, the star Vega will replace it. Why? It's all about the rotation of the Earth. As our planet's axis changes over a very long 26,000-year cycle, the North eventually shifts to different stars. It won't be the first time Vega gets the starring role in our night sky. It was the North Star several thousand years ago. 15. Peace and quiet are out of this world. If you need some time to chill out and ditch all the noise on Earth, you might want to go for a spacewalk. That's because we typically can't hear sound in space. Sound travels by making molecules vibrate, but in space, there are only 5 protons in the same volume, a square centimeter of air, that you would find nearly 300 quintillion molecules in here on Earth. You would need an eardrum comparable to the size of Earth to hear the small pressure variations of the magnetosonic waves that you'd find in space. 16. Black holes belch stars. A black hole can actually suck up a star and burp it back out. Sound gross? When a star gets sucked up into a black hole, it will release a huge jet of plasma. This burp can span hundreds of light years. When the star is ripped apart by the gravitational forces of the black hole, some part of the star's remains falls into the black hole, while the rest is ejected at high speeds. 17. Mars is a bit rusty. Although there isn't any water on Mars, it's rusty red on its surface and so is its sky. Earth rust is made from iron and water, and one theory about the iron oxide on Mars is that it probably formed many eons ago, when there may have been water on the planet. There's still ice at its north and south polar caps, just like on Earth. The planet remains very rich in iron oxide. 18. Venus runs hot and cold. A planet with a reputation for an atmosphere 5 times hotter than boiling water, Venus has a cold spot, too. Although the average temp is hot, 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 there's a cold layer hidden in its atmosphere with temperatures of 175 degrees Celsius and possibly carbon dioxide ice. The cold layer is unique, in that Earth and Mars don't have anything like it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to know more in details, please check research materials and books related to astronomy.